Veil is a killer with unique set of strengths. On this video, I will be showing how I use Veil. The key on using Veil is to know when to switch your weapon. Using Veil means you need a good amount of patience. The build is Crackdown, Brutal Strength, and Echolocation. Before I explain the perks, I will explain what is the strengths of Veil. The Veil is a ranged killer with projectiles that pass through walls. Her strength comes from catching survivors during actions they can't cancel. If you can't aim, then make situations where you can hit them. There, she vaulted. Make use of such situations and hit them. It could be vaulting, saving, pallet dropping, healing, or even lagging. This is a good early down. Now for my build explanation. Crackdown allows you to regress generators more effectively. Using this perk will create pressure even if I don't immediately secure downs. When you're still learning Veil's aim, this perk keeps you from falling behind. It's also one of my favorite perks. While Crackdown regresses generators, Echolocation rewards location. This helps identify their pathing, especially after they try to break line of sight around corners or structures. If you prefer different play styles, you can replace Echolocation using this perks. Next in line, Piercing Reverie or Blood Between Worlds. For my third perk, I use Brutal Strength. Brutal Strength shortens the time needed to break pallets and kick generators. Anytime survivors try to loop around a pallet, this perk reduces their advantage. The faster break time also lets you maintain map pressure, making sure not to get stuck in long loops. Always kick gens for Crackdown value and Echolocation. How unfortunate. This survivors has a dagger. Pressure them and make them use it early. This gives you the confidence to commit to the chase. Here I knew hitting her with a spear will be hard, but it's too late to cancel. Time to switch and use dagger to down her. Someone is doing this gen. Going back to the perks you can use instead of Echolocation. Next in line helps with chase consistency. Piercing Reverie adds gen pressure later in the match. And Blood Between Worlds gives you passive pressure whenever survivors lose health, which will be good to help you not fall behind to the survivors. That is all for my recommended perks. Time for the game. When approaching loops, I don't immediately take risky, long-range shots. There, the pallet down. That's one, then finish them. Kicking gens for Crackdown. Hello there. On committing a chase, never use your spear head-on, unless it's guaranteed to hit. A blood. It means a survivor is near. Rotating back to make sure no one was with him doing the gen. There, a survivor. A pallet down. I'm not sure what I did here, why I never checked the left side. Well, well, well. Following down this blood, I see. Vale has good movement speed. This makes her a killer that is hard to shake off. Try to predict the survivors and cut them off. This will help you end chases more efficiently. The dagger user. Pressure her. This is a bad decision of mine, not to switch to dagger in close range. They are forcing this gen to be done. I knew they would be here trying to finish it again. That's one down. Switching to dagger for close range. If you're practicing the Vale, don't get discouraged. Missing your spears is very normal. Focus on creating scenarios where survivors can't dodge. The more predictable their movement is, the easier the shot becomes. That's the full explanation of the build and decisions I made throughout the match. This setup gives consistent information, steady regression, and reduces wasted time during loops. If you want to practice Vale without relying on perfect aim, this build is reliable. Now time for me to hunt the last two survivors. Rotating every gens to check what gen they might be. They were healing somewhere. Peekaboo. Surprise. That's one. That's two. GG's.